Okay. In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a... I can't do it. We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Thank you, Bill, for that wonderful introduction.
What's a twonderful introduction?
Is it
Sorry.
wonderful?
I have gum
And
in
then
my mouth. I never have gum for this podcast. I have gum in my mouth right now.
Gum.
We're the Donkey Show podcast. Thank you guys for listening today. Happy Memorial Day out there for you folks.
I mean,
howdy.
it's not right now, but tomorrow.
But
when
tomorrow
you
when
But
you're
it's the
listening to
weekend.
this,
It's
it-
the weekend.
it
Memorial
will be.
Day weekend.
we are in the future.
Boom.
My name is
We-
Brian Ruiz, a.k.a. R2B2.
Oh, I like that.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I like that.
I like
Thank
that.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
That's finally. You know?
Yeah, you were due.
I was on
you
a,
were
I was
overdue.
I was on a little slump. A little slump.
That's an understatement, but okay.
All right. To
Well,
the right of me is Wesley P. Seymour, a.k.a.
AKA Wesley C3PO.
Oh!
What? From the hip. From the hip.
Wow! Really good. I'm not even lying.
Yeah, that was really good.
dang.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed right now.
Yeah.
This is 2 for 2. All right. Don't fuck
Right?
this up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
seriously.
gonna fuck it up.
To the left of
I'm
me
gonna
is
fuck it up.
Christian Espejo, a.k.a.
Han Solo.
All
I guess
right.
our YouTube,
With- Oh.
viewers would get that, but our listeners that are listening to it on the podcast would not have gotten that. I'm gonna go ahead and give you points because that was really good.
What?
He said Han Solo, but he used the jerk
The
off.
jerk
I made a
he
jerk
did
off
a jerk off
expression.
hand
Yeah.
signal.
And
Yeah.
through. And,
And
he
he
threw
threw
it.
it.
at
Oh,
the
I
end,
came on
too.
all you
He
guys.
threw-
Yeah,
not on
yeah.
me. Not on.
No,
not on
yeah,
me.
I got it on
It
you.
was-
But,
it went
you
that-
know.
it went more that way.
I have good pumps.
It went more towards like the general area of Seoul.
Han Spejo. Han
Hey,
Spejo.
okay, so
I
read
like
this.
it. That's your name.
Mike Perry, if I ever heard him say "nigga"
Oh, dude.
in front of me,
God.
I know he could beat me up, but I'd still swing.
Who's Mike Perry?
Mike
Uh,
Perry
fighter.
just called out Tyron Woodley.
Oh, that's
So Mike
yeah.
Perry's Mike Perry's been saying like Mike Perry is not like he's not your average white guy. He's like
got
an
face
Eminem
tattoos,
white guy.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
he's got face tattoos. He probably has like a shitload of black friends.
Keeps
and
losing.
he probably yeah. I like Mike Perry though. I like Mike Perry.
I don't really
But-
like Mike Perry.
But like, come on, he's making too much of a spectacle out of. If you're gonna say it, say nigga, and then just say nigga and keep it pushing. But he'll go and say like, well, I just got Ancestry.com and it shows I'm 2% black, so I can say nigga now. I'm like,
2%.
So
I
did he
don't know.
call out Tyron Woodley the same way? I don't get it.
No,
I missed-
Tyron
just
Woodley gave
threw
him a
out-
pass.
Oh,
He didn't
gotcha.
So
get
Tyron
like
Woodley came across and he was like, brother, and gave him the arm that give me your hand like this, maybe? Like that. brother.
It was
That's
like
what-
a 2%. It's not like a
2%
full
pass.
hug, but it was like
Tyrone
a 2%.
Woodley
not a
should have
full
given a
whole
pass.
milk.
And you know what? We're trading Tyrone Woodley from the black delegation. We are voting Tyrone Woodley out of being an African American male.
Well, he's got to
Ask
give
me
his
why.
card away?
Ask me why.
Why?
Did you hear him
Why are you
freestyle
taking-
on the Breakfast
no,
Club?
I didn't.
Oh my God!
Seriously?
Dog, this shit was embarrassing.
Oh, I want to
Dog,
hear
I
it
that.
wanna
was
hear it. Do you have it?
You know what? Fuck. You know what I'm saying? Y'all speak amongst yourself. Let me load this up really quick.
Dude, whenever I love hearing train wrecks. Whenever someone
made
just
me-
butchers
What do you call
anything.
that? Ben Rex?
Dude.
No, train wrecks.
Oh, train Rex. I thought you said Ben Rex.
No, I love listening to train wrecks
Oh,
or
man,
watching like
this conversation that
fails.
I'm out of right now, you guys are nailing while I'm waiting for this. While I'm loading this. Train wrecks.
Keep talking.
You guys
Keep
Keep talking. It's
Train
it's
wrecks.
a train
All
wrecks.
right. All right.
Tyron Wood.
Here we
Go,
go. Here we
go.
go.
Oh, here we go.
I got you. Don't even.
Let's
trip.
listen to this train wreck. I'm excited.
Oh God, no.
I love seeing models fall like on the runway too. So, it's hilarious. They look like Bambi,
Or people running into shit that is
like
that
windows.
was already
and shit.
there the
Yeah.
whole time.
like windows and shit.
Oh my God, my girlfriend. I got her to start following Derek Lewis's
the
Black
Beast.
Beast,
Yeah, Black Beast.
his Instagram.
Yeah.
And she doesn't even know who the hell he is, right? So we're in bed the other day and she's going through
Yeah.
her Instagram and she just goes, "Oh my God." I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Oh, the Beast. The Beast
The
sometimes
Beast.
just has the most scary shit." Like all of his stuff is train wreck stuff. And
Some
it's
of
amazing.
it, some of it is kind of like, whoa. He put a rat video on. I couldn't watch it.
Rat, R-A-T.
Rat. There was a video of a little rat going onto like a little device, and all they do is put their head in there, and then they just go, and you can see their feet like go, and then they fall down, and they're
Wait, it
dead.
chops the head off, or
No, it
electrocutes them?
shoots them like a burst of something, and it kills them instantly. And it's rough, dude. It's a rough video to watch.
If you guys out there are not following the Beast UFC,
Do yourself a favor
do yourself a damn favor
and do that.
And follow
some of
that
the stuff
man's
is pretty
Instagram.
good.
He is friggin' hilarious.
What's going on over here,
I got
Bruce?
this. I got
Too
this.
quiet.
I'm just rewinding it because it's pretty bad.
So he's on a morning radio show.
He's on the
for,
Breakfast
like,
Club.
Woodley.
All right, so let me
Not
just
the
load this
movie,
up.
Wes.
He's on
Not
the
the
Breakfast Club, not the movie.
Not the movie, Wes.
Dude, my wife laughed so hard listening to you
I
describe
thought it
that
was
the Breakfast Club,
It's
the
so serious.
morning hip hop television show
Yeah.
on on the East Coast. Wes thought they were talking about the movie.
Yeah. Because you guys were talking about somebody on the Breakfast Club. I'm like, I don't remember.
All right,
her
listen to
on the
this. Listen to this.
Club.
I don't know, Zol, you would appreciate this because you listen to hip hop and you can see how bad this is. Wes is gonna be like, that was really good.
Wes is like, wow, give him an album. Sign him.
Here we go.
Brian.
Here we go.
Biscuit. Why try when you know I'm gripping the fucking biscuit? It's all gravy, these niggas can never tame me. The game, fortune, and fame is lame and never changing. Just copped the crib in the bay. Had to change scenes in the city, fucking on bay. They had to change streets and to seal Ferguson, bitch. I remain street. Hood soldier, the story is never over. Faith of a mustard seed, God's son, yes indeed. From St. Louis, where these niggas known to bob and weave. Faith, family, fitters live by
Dude,
the
I'm kind of
G code.
impressed.
I had to bottle up, you know this fucking streets cold. Slept enough niggas to buy my mama sweet home. Big coins, yeah, I need that. Put you down first round, now that's a speed bag. Put you up on cash cause you niggas need swag. You welcome. You can take me. T Wood, you can take it to the bank, G. Okay.
Okay, it's not too bad. But it's,
Oh, that was cool to me.
oh, they were like, they were like,
Yeah,
yeah,
that was
I
cool.
guess.
Sure.
job is not
Don't
to know the
punch
whole
her.
time.
Damn.
What'd you
I
guys
mean,
think?
it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good either. I like the beat.
Really?
I like that beat.
He
I thought,
didn't-
dude, I
he
like his
didn't make
voice.
the beat.
I liked it.
I know.
Not bad.
Wes is impressed. Actually.
Wes
If
is
Tyrone
very-
was here right now,
He kind of fell
I'd
off
give him one
towards
of the
You know what? That was dope. Bring it in, my brother.
Yeah, right.
my brother.
Bring it in, my brother.
Brother. Yeah.
He'll probably give you a pass too. It seems like you're just handing out nigga passes.
Jeez. Well, you're trying to take his card away for
Yeah.
a pretty good
That was a pretty
Repo.
good.
spit.
This is like the.
Zol, how did you feel about that? Or
So how'd
did
you feel about that?
That was terrible.
Oh, yeah. I'm a neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't.
Whatever.
I thought it was gonna be a lot worse.
Really?
All right.
Yeah.
If you
Maybe
think
maybe I shit on it too hard, and
All right.
I should have just
Breeze,
said.
Breeze, give me a beat.
All
Here we go. No, don't. Please don't
Okay.
do that. No,
Sorry,
please.
I was gonna go ahead and just nail it.
I almost wanted you to do something.
I was hoping that you
I was-
would.
yeah, me
I was
too.
really, really ready to drop
Yeah.
a beat for you.
I have my limits.
I was gonna talk mad shit on you.
Tyrone Woodley not going to be fighting Wonderboy Thompson ever again.
Yeah.
Darren Till.
Darren
Okay, do you
Till.
think Darren Till's going to get a title shot at Tyrone Woodley after that? I'm going to say no.
Probably
gonna
not. He's
say
gonna have to
no.
fight maybe another person before he gets there,
Yeah.
because that wasn't very.
We just got
exciting.
done watching the Darren Till versus Wonderboy.
How did they even
Thompson
get those
fight.
numbers? 46 to 49.
I don't know.
Where those
I
come
don't know.
from.
I don't know.
I don't know. It seemed like a pretty tense. It was a tense fight, but nobody really
No
did
one
anything
pulled the trigger
super
on anything.
significant.
There was no
I mean,
triggers
dude, they
pulled
were
at all.
throwing triggers left and right. It's
No,
just-
but
No,
like no one was
missing-
trying to tee off.
Yeah,
Like I didn't really see like anyone trying to risk getting knocked out in there. Like, you know what?
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'm going in. And for how long that fight went on, one of them had to say fuck it, I'm going in.
I feel like they
For
did
a
it every
bit-
once in a while.
For a
was
bit, it
long-
seemed like they were gonna do that.
It was a long 5-round fight. Darren Till wins the decision, and then I know he's in his hometown, but he acted like he just put
The best
Wonderful.
performance on
He
like
knocked
him out,
Knocked
yeah.
them out. Look, no.
just screaming into
No,
the
just-
screaming
No.
obscenities
And then
into the
he-
microphone.
And then Darren Till ruins the whole moment by cursing, and then they have to bleep everything out. Like that was okay. If you're gonna talk to your home crowd, that was your chance to talk to your home crowd, and the people that were there heard it. But I mean, if you were at home watching it,
The
no
people
one,
that matter. didn't hear. The internet didn't hear.
Yeah, well, I didn't hear anything. I mean, it would have been great to hear that.
Yeah, that
right?
would have been awesome.
So we didn't get to hear it because he was cursing. And
I'm
they're
sure
on
there'll
Fox
be
Sports
an
1.
uncensored version of it on the internet, maybe in like a day or so.
Yeah, they should, but it's not the same. You know, it's just not the same. So shout out Darren Till. Darren Till won. I guess like dominantly.
Very decisively.
According to the numbers, like
That
they made it seem like he was
in
whooping his
England.
ass.
And
They made a unanimous. It wasn't even a split decision.
Yeah.
They made
Yeah,
it seem like
very
he was
strange.
seriously just whooping
and those
his
numbers
ass.
seem a little skewed.
What do you mean?
They were like 46 to 49.
Yeah, they're
Like,
the,
where is that?
the judges didn't see a close fight. I saw
No.
a pretty damn close fight.
Yeah, the whole fight was pretty close.
But oh well.
But apparently, whatever.
Yeah.
They just wanted that win.
Well, hey,
Hey,
Darren Till.
Have you guys
happy
been
Memorial.
watching that Evil Genius?
Yes.
Saw the first episode.
Holy
That guy blows
shit,
up. Dude, they actually
bro.
showed that.
Just gets better
Dude.
and better
Really?
and better and better.
I've only seen the first episode.
Well,
so
okay, the
I don't-
conspiracy keeps getting deeper
Yeah.
and deeper.
I don't
and
get
deeper.
this. Okay, so they describe the girl or the lady that's involved at the very beginning, and she's like, well, she's very charming. She's had many
they're showing
boyfriends.
pictures
Was
of-
she like hot or something?
Yeah.
What's all
They're
these
showing
dudes?
pictures of it. She wasn't.
She had a little beehive thing in the
She
glasses.
wasn't bad looking at all.
Yeah.
What's up with all these dudes? Just like, is the pussy that
Dude,
good
'cause,
or what?
maybe because she
she's
was.
crazy.
People were dying over this pussy because dudes.
Yeah,
were,
some
she
guy
was,
got blown up, right?
She was straight killing people, dog. She was straight kill. She was like a legitimate Black Widow.
For those who haven't seen it, spoiler alert, I'm gonna say something. They showed the guy in the first episode at the bank, strapped with a bomb, and I was like, they're gonna do some TV shit. They're just gonna like, oh, it's beeping, and then they're gonna pan out or they're gonna cut the scene. Dude, they just straight up showed
Boom.
They
the guy
showed-
blow the
boom.
fuck up.
So if you had so this all happens in the first episode. So anybody
The
who
first,
hasn't
like,
seen
10
it,
minutes.
Yeah, we can explain. A man has a bomb strapped to his neck under his shirt, and he is forced to go into a bank and rob the bank. On his way out, obviously the cops catch him, set him down, handcuff him. He's sitting down, and then the cops realize he has a bomb strapped to his neck, and everybody backs up.
Yeah.
Except for the news cameras. The news cameras focused right in on it.
Zoomed in on that.
And he's just sitting there like,
Guys,
somebody
yeah.
get it?
Hey, it's
You know
beeping.
this is a bomb,
And I don't mean to make fun
right?
of this. I'm actually speaking how he
That's-
was.
Yeah, that's exactly
Guys,
how he's talking.
I'm not kidding.
He's a little. He's like, can
He's like, can someone
call
get
my
it off?
boss?
Yeah.
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 He's like, can someone tell my boss? Because he's
so
a
the
pizza
guy, he's a
delivery
pizza
guy.
delivery guy.
Yeah, how did that happen? So wait, I haven't seen past that episode. Did
Okay.
they explain how that guy
It just
got
gets
into that
Dude,
situation?
it just
and
keeps.
deeper.
You know what? You don't get a definite answer on what the fuck happened.
You know
kinda-
who, you know
you
who
kinda do in the
produces
very
this? The
end.
Duplass brothers. I'm
Yeah,
telling you, man, they're
yeah.
getting their hands into everything.
So hey, is it rude? So I watched. I accidentally started this on Mother's Day. My mom was home for dinner. We made lunch, and I had to go to work. So I just threw something on television. Happened to be that show, thinking it was one episode, and then the next episode is a different story. And then we got locked into it, right? And then I had to go to work, and so I get ready, walk out the door. I call an Uber driver to take me to work, and I'm watching. I'm watching it on my phone. Netflix.
Did you sit in the back or in the front?
I sit in the front. I get into
You sit
the
in the
Uber
front of
driver.
an Uber?
I do that as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. I always sit in the
Yeah, I
front
do
of the
as
Uber.
well.
Yeah, I think it's weird to sit in the back.
It's kind of a
Seems kinda
taxi
strange.
type feel, though.
Yeah, it
right?
is.
I don't. Yeah, I'd rather. It's more. The front seat is more comfortable. No one's ever.
I don't
cared.
want that. I feel that awkwardness of. I feel more obligated to talk to my Uber driver if I
See,
sit in the
okay,
front.
so
I
that's
don't.
what I'm saying. Like the Uber driver comes up.
Oh,
I'm
that's what
still
you're saying?
watching my Netflix thing. I get in the front seat, and now I'm wondering if I just go, "Hey, how's it going, man?" and then just go back and keep watching,
Yeah,
and
you do that.
completely ignore him.
You do that.
Like, is that rude?
Yeah.
No, it's not
Yeah,
rude.
no, it's not
No,
rude.
it's not
No,
rude
it's
at all.
not rude.
It's not
I
rude
just
at
feel
all.
like, hey,
Bro, you know what
Dude,
it is?
you're
It's the
paying
back
them.
seat I
They're
pay.
a
Yep,
taxi.
You're paying them.
Yeah.
You're not. You're paying for a service. It's not rude.
It's
for
not rude at
anything that-
all.
however you want to use this, shy of you can't obviously do spit on them or something.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's your time. It's your ride.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I don't like. Me and my wife were having a conversation in the back. Now, granted, if everyone's in the car, everyone can hear us. But we're having a conversation super low.
A private
We're ta-
conversation.
Not. I wouldn't call it private, but we're talking to each other.
But
She's
low,
like,
you're
"Honey,
having
is that
your
rash cleared up yet?"
Yeah.
I'm
And
out
he's
of
like, hey,
cream.
Brian,
Just use
fuck.
a little cream on that. We're talking to one another, and the guy is just he's like, "Oh yeah, that happened to me too." I'm like,
Oh, dude.
"Okay,
You're like,
okay,
"Hey,
yeah, cool."
buddy."
Hey,
But
hey.
you know what? I didn't. The first time I just said like, "Oh yeah, okay, cool," and then went right back to talking to my wife. You know. and he chimes in again. Oh yeah, dude, I have the same one.
No.
I'm like, oh man,
Hey.
because I'm trying to get to the bottom of a conversation with me and
Right,
my wife.
yeah.
So
Clearly.
like this guy just keeps
Hey,
chiming
guy,
in.
keep your thoughts
I'm
to
like,
yourself.
dude. I didn't know. What do you do? Because then if I
Yeah,
if I
you don't
said
wanna
something,
be
if I was
rude
like,
either.
hey guy, you know,
Real
I'm
awkward.
really trying to I'm really trying to have this fucking conversation with my wife before we get to this destination, so we can figure out what the fuck we're about to do.
You know
and
what you
keep
do?
chiming in, sir.
You know what you do? You acknowledge them with a yeah. Okay. That's it.
Really?
And then people,
Some people don't hear that.
if you have any common sense of social interaction, an okay, like an okie dokie, will go.
Like
you will get it.
like a
Like
cool
this,
story,
that-
bro.
Yeah,
A
cool
story,
story,
bro,
cool story.
The
something.
problem
Yeah.
is the type of people that insert themselves into conversations
Don't
are the
usually
ones
hear
that
don't
that.
have that.
That's
have
what I'm
that
saying.
Yeah,
social.
that's true.
So like,
Yeah.
if I was to speak up and if I was to say something, this happens every time someone is like habitually stepping the line. Like I'll be a dick, I'll say something out loud, and now I'm stuck in this position where there's this sense of awkwardness that occurs. So like if I said something, so I was like, I'm not gonna make it awkward. We'll talk when we get there. But I don't know what to do in those positions with an Uber.
The only thing that I've done rude
Ooh,
with
you
an
know what,
Uber
dude?
is go
Sorry.
through a drive-through. I
That's
made
not
him
that-
go
that's
through a
not rude at
drive-through.
all. That's not-
And also threw up well in.
That's super rude. They're super rude. You know what they should
didn't do it, though.
They should interact on the app like a little mute button, and you can click the mute button on the app.
That's kind of dick thing to
No,
do.
no, it's fine.
Oh
It's fine.
shit. That's the kind of dick thing to
It's
do, though.
Tatiana Suarez.
Oh.
So we have Tatiana Suarez coming
that's
on
right. Is that on right
right
now?
after this. I'm sorry for the text message, but how cool would it be if God damn it. Hold on. Okay.
That's kind of rude, I think. Like, hey,
Like
I'm
a
gonna
mute
like
button?
yeah, like a mute button.
No, that's not rude. If
So
you're-
what?
look,
Okay, so
it's
you
easy.
they pick you up
it-
and you hit that mute button before you get into the car.
You order the Uber, you decide if you want to hit that mute button, and the Uber just really doesn't say anything to you,
It's a good idea.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't think so.
right? Right?
It's kind of a dick thing.
It's
Just
not a
don't.
dick
Just don't
thing.
It could
address
say
them.
mute. It could say
doesn't-
conversation.
Yeah.
Right? And
Okay,
you hit,
that's
hit the
better.
button, like
Yeah.
Because
conversation.
mute
I don't
just
wanna have a
sounds very
conversation.
like shut the fuck up.
Like
Yeah.
because I don't want to talk.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you get in the Uber and you're all wasted and
Hammered.
shit.
Have you
And
guys-
that's
oh,
when
yeah.
the Uber
That's when
guy's
the
like,
Uber's like,
fuck,
dude,
I
shut
wish
the
this
fuck
guy would
up.
shut up.
That's
Yeah.
me all the time.
Maybe
dude.
that's why he inserts himself into conversations with sober people. He's like, fuck all these drunk people. I wanna
Yeah.
fucking
Dude,
talk to them.
Hey, have you guys
that's
ever had a hot Uber
Hot
driver?
Uber?
Hot Uber driver?
Oh, like sexy?
Yeah.
No.
No, that has
No.
never happened.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You don't see that often.
No,
I guess hot
bet
people
'cause
don't need to drive.
Isn't there an option? Isn't there an option though where like female
Sure.
Uber drivers can only
not
can
Bumble.
only pick up
It's not
other
like-
female Uber drivers?
It's not like Bumble.
No.
Because there was a
So
weird
no.
thing.
No. I don't think so. Because
But-
I got in the Uber. I ordered a female Uber before.
Yeah, me too.
Oh no, but I thought there was an option where like if that Uber driver is a woman but she doesn't feel safe at picking up some like 3 drunk guys at
she
1:30, like she can put a setting to where they don't.
Oh, I don't know actually about
Nah,
that.
dude.
either.
You know what
No.
she does? She just doesn't Uber drive at 1:30 in the morning.
True.
You know.
Yeah.
I've had lady Uber drivers at 1:30
Because
in the
you know
morning.
that
You
sucks.
have you had a hot Uber driver?
No,
Yeah,
I haven't.
yeah.
But I've had like Uber drivers that are women that
Yeah.
pick me up really late.
Hey, weird question.
Mhm.
Does your girls go to number 2 around you guys?
What do you mean? I mean, everyone
Like-
shits.
No, I know everybody poops.
With the
but-
door closed.
Yeah,
Whoa,
yeah.
When don't you
With the
have the
door
door closed? It's always
Okay,
closed.
so here's here's a weird
Oh,
thing for my
Jesus.
bathroom. Here's a weird thing with my bathroom.
Mhm.
My bathroom is my bed, like it's my bedroom,
Mhm.
and then you just walk this way past the closet, like past the walk-in closet, and then now you're in the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
All right, in the bathroom, and the bathroom is 2 sinks, the shower, right, and then there's another separate door. You open that door, and the shitter is in like this hallway all by itself. So the rest of the shower is completely open, which is a little bit annoying because like last night I got home from work 3:00, my chick's passed out. I turn the shower on, right, and then I go into the bathroom to to do number 2. And I'm on the phone like this, and then I just forget the shower's on, and the whole like room just starts steaming.
steaming.
All of a sudden, I hear the
Bro.
shower turn off, and I'm like, "Oh fuck!"
No.
And dude, my chick was like, "Dude, you steamed the whole house." I totally forgot. Totally forgot.
shit.
But no, yeah. So our shitter is completely cut off from the rest of the bathroom. So there hasn't been. I think what you're asking is there's not a situation where like I'm brushing my teeth and my
You're just
chick
taking a
like
shit.
sits down and
Oh,
has a
yeah, okay.
conversation
That's
while
what I was
she's
asking.
juicing.
I can't have a
I
conversation.
can't have a conversation.
I
like
need to be
that.
left alone. That is my alone
I
time.
think
Oh, yeah.
everybody. That's everyone's.
if I can
you
have
can
a
talk during taking a shit with somebody else, you're a serial killer.
Yeah, dude.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
If I can
Super
have
serial killer.
like an underground toilet at my house, I would have that.
Like a soundproof.
yeah,
Yeah, like a sanctuary.
yeah.
Dude, it should be a bathroom should be like a sanctuary.
That's why I
Yeah.
don't like
Where you
public
go to-
bathrooms in
Yeah.
America, because in America there's holes
We
everywhere.
and we disrespect the bathrooms in America too. The bathrooms are just very disrespectful.
You know who has good bathrooms in America? Vegas. They do it right.
Oh yeah.
Vegas is awesome.
Oh
Dude.
yeah.
They have
Vegas has
private.
windows so that you
Vegas
can
does
see.
it right, bro. No. Like when you go to like a bathroom at a hotel
And they're
in a
like
casino,
stalls?
they're full up
They're
stalls.
just
like
there's
hole-
nothing.
you got this
That's
whole
so you
little
can do
private. I was just gonna say
Yeah,
that. You got
well,
this private
definitely.
little sanctuary to do cocaine.
blow.
That's
Yeah.
the best
Yeah,
part.
yeah,
well,
yeah,
and take shits.
And
yeah,
take shits.
yeah, but more,
Have you ever
people are
taken a
more doing
shit
cocaine
and
than
done blow at the same time?
No.
Me neither. I just threw it out.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Me neither, guys.
Which
I've
means
never done that.
yes,
Yes,
totally.
he has definitely 100%.
He totally
yeah,
has.
Yeah. Wes,
You know
it's
what
okay.
I have
It's
done?
okay.
Blow and then really had to go take a shit.
Oh yeah, well, that happens to everyone.
I don't know.
Wait,
I've
what?
never done blow, so
No?
I don't know.
Well, what does that do? What
No,
does
you never like
you
just
get
done a
so
line and then.
nice that
Maybe it
you
wasn't
gotta get
blow.
rid of it.
No,
Maybe
I-
it was
If it's in
laxative.
there, it's
I think it
coming
was.
out.
I
Maybe
think,
you just
I think
fucking
sometimes
sniffed up
I
baby
think-
laxative.
Yeah, I think sometimes Coke is kind of laxative.
Maybe you
So,
just
here I
sniffed
got
baby
all this
laxative.
blow, guys. You guys want to do it? Hey, man, I suddenly have to take a shit. Oh, it's baby laxative.
That's why I don't drink coffee. I never drink coffee.
Really?
Oh.
I drink coffee and
I drink coffee on
running
the
to
weekends.
bathroom
On the
somewhere.
weekends.
So, my wife's like a ninja with that. Don't even know when she goes.
Really?
No,
Ninja.
that
shit.
private.
Bro.
That's pretty
So
impressive.
you've never walked
That-
in
no.
post doo-doo
No.
and smelled anything?
Oh no!
'Cause
no.
I
Because
haven't-
You know what
I
I,
haven't
do?
heard
You know
my
what I
wife
have
anything.
walked
Just
into?
laying in the bed at night, just holding it, like, God,
Just
when does he go to
sweating.
work?
Did this guy
Oh my
fucking...
god! Can you go to
5
sleep?
more
you
hours
son of a
before he goes to
bitch?
work. Yeah,
Dude,
jeez.
I just ninja style with it, dog. I married a good one.
But you guys have 2 bathrooms, right? You have like the
yeah, we
you
have,
have,
two. Uh-huh.
you know, like your guest bathroom.
Yeah, and then you have your own
So she
bathroom. She can
just go into the guest
Maybe.
bathroom like a ninja.
Maybe. You know what I think? I think she's using the neighbor's restroom.
and she has a bunker down underneath.
Yeah. I think she walks over to the neighbors. She has like somebody. She has like.
She's like,
Just
let me...
knock, knock,
and
knock.
take a
Brian's
shit.
home, huh?
Brian,
Yeah, come on in.
Come on in. Hey, I got news.
But the
New
twist
magazines
is,
in there.
The twist is, she leaves the door open and talks to the neighbors.
Oh,
while she
yeah.
shits.
She's
Totally.
like, so you know, Brian, fucking, he's
like,
totally
yeah.
weird about this. I'm
Yeah.
glad you're very open.
What the big
You're very
deal is.
open about this.
I like these magazines that you guys have in
This
here.
is really soft toilet paper. Okay.
She's like, so who are we gonna kill?
What's
Because
this,
they're all serial
human?
killers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's asking about things. What is it? Salt?
Hey, have you guys
Seems
ever
great.
wiped your ass with anything else than than toilet paper?
Yes.
Oh wow, good
Yeah.
question, man.
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
What's the weirdest thing? I bet I beat everyone here.
I
Pineapple.
bet you do too.
Pineapple?
No,
I'm just
no
kidding.
but that's a good one.
A
That would be
pineapple?
tough to beat.
Yeah, no,
That'd be tough
no.
to beat.
You do
What
it,
what do
that's-
you have?
No, nothing crazy, but like paper.
Just like regular
I've-
paper?
Dude, one time
Oh, God,
I
this
had
is
to
about
use.
be a great story.
No, it's not too bad. But one time, like, there was no toilet paper, but
Yeah.
there was still the cardboard roll. I tore that little
Oh, I
bastard
did
up.
that. I did that
It was
too.
better. It's better than nothing. It's better, you know. Shit.
That's
so,
pretty good, actually.
So do tell, Spejo.
What about you, Brian?
I want to hear
he's like,
I don't know. I was here. I was hoping yours was better. Because I've done that.
I got newspaper.
That's not that
Aw,
weird.
No, but I had ink all over my ass, and
What?
it hurt.
Dude, what?
Have you ink? Because you know the newspaper just gets
Come
all
on,
in there.
Spade, you can do better than that.
Whoa,
Yeah,
a
that was
pineapple?
anticlimactic.
Come on,
I
man.
never used a pineapple. I was just joking. I used a T-shirt once, maybe. I don't know.
That's actually better, a t-shirt.
One time, pulled over on the side of the road, shat, pulled off my underwear, wiped it my ass with my own underwear, and just
Chuck the underwear.
Dude, so
Not a bad idea.
You know what?
Not a
Did you
bad
guys
idea.
hear that sound? That was a sound. That was the sound of all of our women listeners
Clicking off.
clicking off of this podcast.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, it's your
Go
fault
ahead.
for listening.
Yeah. Hey, you shouldn't have fucking listened to this in the first place, young lady.
Every male
It's-
from
yeah.
age 13 to 22 is laughing right now. Everyone else is clicked off.
Well,
All right, guys.
But they
we
will be
should-
back for
we
the
have,
sexy.
We have Tatiana Suarez coming on the show right now. Listen to this. Our next guest that we have on today is the wonderful and the beautiful, and just off of a awesome win that lasted, 16
Lasted
seconds.
around, yeah.
Dude, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tatiana
Tatiana
Suarez.
Hey! All right.
Thank you for the introduction.
Oh, yeah.
How
With
are
the-
you?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for doing the show today.
Oh no problem. You know, I'm so busy right now.
Man, congratulations, man. That was a very, very dominant performance.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so what was the who are we fighting next talk go like? What are we thinking now?
I have no idea. We'll see. Like, I know there's some fights going on right now, but I kind of feel like I don't really want someone who already has a fight, because like I know that there's fights like gonna happen, but I don't feel like, you know, a lot of times after they win or they whatever happens with them, a lot of times they take a few months off too, you know. So then, you know, it puts me in like a longer. I mean, it takes me a little longer to get in there too because of that. So I'm hoping like maybe I can get someone who doesn't in the top 10, who doesn't have a fight now. Maybe somebody like I don't know, Felice Herrig or the Karate Hottie. Yeah, or Michelle Watterson. Anybody, you know.
Karate
I like these names you're naming off
So,
right now.
Tatiana, so at this time, do you go to the UFC and say, I want this person, or is it something that they're giving you like a choice of who to fight?
I've never asked for my opponents. They just give it to me.
Does that go through your manager?
Huh?
Does your manager decide that for you, or you just?
I don't have a manager.
No way.
Nice.
You're doing this yourself.
You should call someone out. I was waiting after that win, that submission win. I was waiting for you to call someone out.
Like Conor McGregor, you son of a bitch!
You come get me! Fuck you up.
We saw your post that had Khabib's interview on top of your.
That's what I want to do. I want to fight with their chicken.
Hell yeah!
Hey, so I think a Michelle Watterson fight would
that'd be
really
great.
good.
That'd be awesome. That would be Hottie versus Hottie.
Yeah.
Well, you can You can call her out right now if you want. Well,
Me?
yeah.
Oh no.
We got this for you. We got this for you.
Huh?
Michelle Watterson, if you were listening
don't-
right now.
I don't mind, you know, people doing it for me. I just like don't want people to think like I'm trying to like, you know, like I'm not like I don't know. I feel like
You seem
weird.
very reserved.
Yeah. Like people are always like she's boring, like because I don't really like do that kind of stuff. But I'm like I'm just respectful. I think like I don't know. I try not to like. I don't know.
Haven't you? Tell me you've seen kind of the pattern, because that and I completely respect that. But is there a part of you that kind of thinks, well, you know, everyone's making all this noise, and when they make all this noise, they get all the attention, and then they get the big fights, and they get the notoriety. Do you think that has that gone past your head to maybe try to go that route?
I'm not gonna change for anybody.
Yeah, that's respectable.
You know, like, I want to stay true to myself.
With that said, I
cool.
think you become champ. What bullshit talk or not bullshit champ? I really truly do. I think you are the most dominant person in your division right now.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I truly believe that.
We've been saying that for a while.
Yeah.
But are you aware of Brennan Schwab? Do you ever listen to his podcast? Do you know who he is?
Yeah, of course.
He shouted you. He
Did you hear
shouted
the
you
shout
out.
out you got from him?
Huh?
Did you hear the shout out that he gave you on his last podcast?
Yeah. He's done it a couple times now. I think after my win with Viviani, he did, and then after my fight with Alexa, he gave me another shout out. So yeah.
I mean, he has said that in the next 5 years, if he had to put money down on any fighter, man or woman, in the UFC who will have UFC gold, it would be you. He said he would put $1 million down that you will hold the belt in the next 5 years. How do you feel about that?
Do I get a cut?
I'll tell you. With everybody who's in your division and everyone who's floating around, I want to see Michelle Watterson now. Versus, I mean, do you think that's a fight that you could get?
Hopefully, I hope.
What has to be done? Because I don't think she has a fight. I don't remember. I don't hear any rumblings about her fighting anybody. That could really happen.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of why I said it. I don't think she's fighting anybody. And I just feel like it'd be a good scrap. She's good on her feet. She's good on the ground. She's kind of difficult to submit, as you could see in her last fight against Courtney Casey.
Yep.
And she's not. She's pretty well versed when it comes to takedowns and stuff. Like, she tries to take people down, and so I think that'd be a good matchup for me, just because I feel like it would bring out the best in me. Someone who works hard during her fights and stuff. And I feel like the better the person is, the better it makes me look, because then I could show everybody else like how well versed I am in MMA, which people don't really know yet because they haven't seen too much of my game. But I feel like the more I keep fighting, the more they're going to see from me, and the more I'm going to gain a lot more fans.
And that's not always a bad thing. I mean, the reason why, like you say, people haven't seen much of your game is because you're so dominant now. Like, your wrestling, your takedown, your submissions are so good that your fights don't last long.
Did you know this most recent fight was going to be that quick? I mean, was that a complete shock, or did you look at her like, with all due respect, like, I think I'm just going to run through this person?
You know what? I kind of had a feeling, because my brother even said, because I noticed a lot during her fights, she tries to get back up, like, as soon as she gets taken down. She's kind of like the Joanna, she's like, she gets taken down, but then she's like a butt scooter, she like butt scoots back to the little cage, and she tries to get back up and then keep it standing, and so I had a feeling that she was going to keep trying to get back to her feet. And, I don't train with women. I train with men, and I train with good men, like people that were in the WEC, like veterans of the sport, WEC, like, these guys, like, put me through heck, during practice, and they have trouble staying away from me. Like, I try to keep them down as long as possible, and they have trouble getting up. So I just could not see a 115-pound woman escaping me. I was like, this is not this. Even he said, he was like, you're going to kill her. Like, there's no doubt in my mind. Like, you're going to kill her.
Well said.
I had a feeling she was going to get back up and keep getting back up and trying to get back up. And that's good for me, because I've been wrestling for so long, and I can get you back down to the ground, and I'll do everything I can. My chain wrestling's pretty good, so I go from one thing to another. And a lot of people, they train, to defend one thing, but they're not used to the second, third, fourth, and fifth attacks. So, that's what I try to do. And so I had a feeling that it was going to go that way. Even my brother was like, I was listening to her fight, and her coach was just like, keep moving, like when she was on the ground, So I had a feeling she was going to be a scrambler, and so am I. So I had fun, It made it fun for me, because I'm like, yes!
That is your world. Yeah.
Kind of with Viviani, it was kind of frustrating, because she really didn't seem like she wanted to get up too much. She didn't want to get back up to her feet, which is so weird. Like, she was kind of content just getting, like, out grappled on the floor. She didn't want to get back up. She didn't want to, like, create. It was difficult for me to create submissions, because she just kind of was like, I'm going to defend and not trying to get up, or I don't know. It was just kind of weird. Her whole thing was just weird in general, but I knew it was going to be different with Alexa. I knew she was going to try to get back to her feet. She has that little fighting Mexican spirit that I love. And so I knew she was going to get back up to her feet. And it was going to be a good thing for me.
If you were to make a choice between the two people that you mentioned that you wanted to fight, Felicia Herring or Michelle Watterson, which one do you think you'd want to fight first?
I don't. It really doesn't matter to me. Maybe,
Which one do you think would be better for your career, like, to give you notoriety?
I feel like Watterson.
Yeah, for sure.
And that would be an interesting matchup because she is a striker. I think that she would know right away that you're going to dominate on the ground, and she would try to keep it to the feet. But you have a reach. You have a really long reach. Do you train a lot standing up? Do you feel really confident if you had to go 3 rounds, almost Muay Thai with Michelle Watterson? How comfortable would you feel?
I feel great.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I would feel just fine. People just haven't seen it. You know,
Right.
they haven't seen it. You're right. I do have a long reach. I have my kicks. My kicks are pretty good, and I'm not. I'm really, really aggressive when I do spar. Like I'm not hesitant. I'm pretty feisty actually. So I'm just as feisty on my feet when I spar than I am on the ground. People just haven't seen it because they haven't stopped my takedowns yet.
So you mentioned that you want to fight Michelle Watterson. For you, what would be the ideal time to get back in the octagon? What are you shooting for now that you just came off a win?
I mean, you can go today, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
You're
Yeah. I mean, my arm's a little sore from the choke. No, I'm just kidding. No,
shots fired! Right? Shots fired!
No, I'm just kidding. No, but no, I feel good. I mean, shoot, I could have fought it that day.
Hell yeah.
damn.
You know,
I like that.
I felt fine. You know, I should have pulled the Khabib. I should have been like, just give me a drink of water and I'm good.
That's
Like,
right.
That's what you should do.
Oh my
You should do
god!
that on your next fight.
So if we're looking, would we say? I mean, realistically, you think you'd be good? I mean, if they said a month from now at UFC, what is the one? The one on June the 9th?
July.
Or, I'm sorry,
the one in
July-
Vegas.
Is that card all done?
That card is all done. Yeah.
Is it?
I think so.
Oh.
July. It's in July. It's in Vegas, right?
I mean, you wouldn't need enough time. I mean, you wouldn't need much or any time to prepare. No.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
But I would really like to be in LA because I'm here. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Do
think
you-
we could make that happen. I think
yeah.
we could make a hottie versus hottie happen.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
we could
That'd
do
be
that.
that'd be
sure.
a pretty good fight.
We'll text Dana White.
Right.
Okay.
We have
Let
a-
us know.
So if we fight, if we do LA, what's coming up?
L.A.
Nothing,
no,
right?
No.
We'll work on it, Tatiana. I promise you. we'll work on it. We'll get you a really good opponent. But with everything, have you been getting any notices? Have you seen? Because I know with UFC fighters, if you're a really big fan and someone sees you kind of like at the store or something, someone's like, "Oh shit, that's Tatiana Suarez." Does that happen to you?
Yeah, a lot. Usually, for some reason, like at 24 Hour Fitness. So like one time, I was at an acai bowl place, and they were like, the girl was like, I walked up to the counter. She's like, "Yeah, so do you have any fights coming up?" I was like, "What the heck?"
Shit. So you.
I was like, actually, I do. Like next week, I'm leaving.
That's crazy.
What about DMs? Is anybody trying to slide into your
Are
DMs?
guys trying to slide up in your DMs?
Yeah. I mean, that's,
She's like,
that's
of
course.
Is it like creepy shit? Because
Or
I know
is it
most
like-
chicks get like super creepy DMs. Or is it like, hey, I really would like to meet you sometime?
Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it's like, really weird feet stuff or.
Feet stuff?
Oh,
That's
let's
new.
back up.
That's
Let's
new. That's
super
new.
Let's back it all the way up. Feet stuff?
Like pictures of your feet?
Yeah, like, your feet are so pretty.
Oh, you know what it is? That's the
feet
Russian. That's the
creepers.
Russians.
That's the Russians?
Yeah, I think Russians are
They're just sitting there drinking vodka. I like to see Tatiana Suarez's feet.
Yeah, that was a good accent.
Yeah, yeah, that's a lot. Like, okay, so this is what happened. This is so weird. So, I don't really like if you ever like see my Instagram. I don't really post like, like crazy pictures of like myself. Like
Thirst traps.
Some people do like kind of like kind of sexy stuff.
Yeah.
Like half naked or whatever. I don't really do that ever. So I didn't really expect I would get any like kind of that like weird attention because I always feel like it's kind of strange when girls are like they have their boobs out and then the guy's like, "Oh, look at your nice boobs," and they're like, "Oh my God, how could you say that?"
Yes, yes,
Oh my
100%. Thank you for saying
like-
that.
Well, I mean, what
I
else
mean,
am I supposed
yeah.
to? and comment on when your boobs are clearly
Like, look at my new phone with my boobs.
With my boobs out. Yes, no one's commenting on the phone in those sort of situations.
Right.
And so
yeah, and then like I don't know, I'm just like, okay, like what were you expecting, right? So I don't really post that, so I don't get that kind of attention really ever about like body parts or anything like that because I don't really post anything. Well, one day I posted a photo, not like a photo, but like a video of me doing like I don't remember. I was working out, but I didn't have shoes on. I don't really ever put shoes on when I do like strength and conditioning because I like to feel the floor. Like I like to feel like my feet like press into the ground. I'm weird about that stuff.
Yeah.
So some guy was like, "Oh my God, your feet, blah blah." And then like I started getting like a bunch of weirdos like liking my stuff because I had my feet out.
The feet guys,
dude.
You got the feet followers.
Yeah. Leave it to the feet followers to come
so
out
like,
all
wait,
creepy.
What? Like I cannot escape this. Huh?
Oh, so it's only been feet, no dick pics or anything crazy like that?
Oh, always.
Oh, dick pics coming your way?
I got one last night.
Oh, jeez.
So how we've had this conversation? We've had this conversation a million times. I don't know where in a guy's head. I'm a guy. I don't know where in a guy head that would say, "I'm gonna take a picture of my dick. I'm gonna send it, and then we're gonna live happily ever after."
And she's gonna be so swooned by that dick.
Oh man,
dude.
I sometimes I feel like sometimes it's fake.
Okay,
Like they Googled the dick pic,
like a dick pic, and then they sent it to you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Have you ever responded back, like even like, "Hey, just stop
dude,
it."
just
Hey,
stop.
come
Just
on, guy.
No, I usually just like ignore it,
Yeah.
or like yesterday I like screamed because I didn't like expect it.
Hey,
Shit.
hey, you follow us on Instagram, right?
Correct.
Okay, so the next time you get one, can you snap it and send it to us?
Oh my God.
I gotta, dude. Okay, so what? Someone's whole hand holding their loaf.
Yeah, do you get
like
do
what
you
is
get
it?
face? Do you
Is
guys
it
face with dick
as well, or is it just hand dick?
It's just the thing and the.
That's not even classy.
Well, Tatiana, you are an absolute sweetheart, and I'm so sorry that happens to you. Because you know what? You're too sweet for something.
know.
Yeah,
like that
what's
to
up?
happen
You're
to
not even
you.
asking for
Yeah,
it.
there's some girls. There's some girls who are asking for
Right.
a proverbial dick pic, but you're not. You're definitely not one of them.
Correct.
Yeah, no.
You know what you are. You are a future UFC champion.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tatiana Suarez on the Donkey Show. Thank you so much for doing the show with us.
Always a pleasure.
Always an absolute pleasure.
And we
good
will make
luck
that
on your
fight happen.
Yeah, good luck
Yeah,
on your
yeah.
next fight. And hopefully it's Michelle Watterson.
Me too.
Man, enjoy your Memorial Day. We'll talk. Oh, please, one thing I got to tell you: when you're champion, please don't Hollywood us and
Yeah,
say,
don't go
Hollywood.
the
Hollywood
Donkey
us.
Show, psst, those guys,
Fuck those
whatever."
dudes.
I'll
So,
be like, oh yeah, you remember that horse show that I was on?
How dare
horse
you?
show?
The horse.
How dare you,
no!
Tatiana?
No! So we want an exclusive right after you win that belt. Just shout out, be like, "The Donkey Show podcast, yeah," or something of that nature.
Okay.
But thank you so much for doing the show. Seriously, we look forward to you getting that belt and all your future endeavors.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for having me on the show. Hope you guys have a good weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you. You too.
Tatiana Suarez, everybody.
Bow.
Thank you, Tatiana Suarez, for doing the Donkey Show. I almost
Legit.
said Punky Show.
Amazing.
Yeah.
She's so
Sweetheart.
awesome. She's-
Sweetheart.
Move over, Holly Holmes. Move over, Holly Holmes.
Yeah,
There's a new
preacher's
sweetheart-
daughter.
New sweetheart in town.
There's a new shit.
And-
There's a new sweetheart.
And
in
to
town.
all those guys out there sending their fucking questions about her feet.
Yeah,
Yo,
cut it out.
Cut it out.
Super weird.
It's weird to begin with,
Super
man.
weird.
Dude, it's weird to begin with, and then she's just too wonderful of a woman.
Yeah, she's too
Way
she's
too
too
good for
sweet.
that.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
doesn't
You know,
Get outta
sometimes
here
even
with
if you
that
want to
stuff,
do some like
creeps.
creepy shit, like you'd want the girl to be creepy
Hey,
too.
take it to the strip club, guys.
Yeah.
Take it to the strip club.
Creepy ass
The
motherfucker.
first thing you're
Send them to Wes.
Yes. Yes.
Please send them to me.
That shit.
Wes loves that shit.
I'm going to put my Instagram right across the bottom.
He's going to write it right there. Send it to Wes.
At WesSeymourFeet.com.
So, again, I can't say thank you enough. Tatiana Suarez.
Thank you, Tatiana.
Hopefully that Michelle Watterson fight happens.
Oh, that needs to happen.
That would be awesome.
Dude,
Dana White, we will text you.
That would be an epic. I didn't want to go off into fanboy on how excited I'd be if that happened, but as soon as she said it, I was like, oh my god, yeah, that would be so fucking good, and it'd be good for her because she'd skyrocket off of. Yeah, I know, she'd skyrocket off of Michelle Watterson's name.
That needs to happen.
She needs to because she's better than her.
Yeah.
I think she's better than her. Anyway, moving on.
It was a little bit awkward that you said that about my girlfriend.
I'm really sorry about
He
that,
gets
man.
really upset about that.
I'm really sorry. Your girlfriend is not as good as Tatiana Suarez.
It's fine. It's fine. Whatever.
I'm just saying.
It's fine. Hey, that
Michelle,
picture.
baby, don't listen.
All right. Our next guest. We have two guests today. Our next guest is
I'll give you a hug in a minute.
Thank you.
UFC.
No.
God damn it! I did it again. Fuck it.
Hey, our card.
Bellator.
It's the
Badass.
Bellator badass.
Bellator.
Linton Vassell.
The Swarm.
Bellator light heavyweight badass Linton Vassell, who just fought on Friday night against Phil Davis, unfortunately lost. However, he seems to be in good spirits.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Linton Vassell, how are we, sir?
I'm good, mate. I'm good, man.
Good, good, good.
You
Hey,
look comfy, kicking it at home.
I'm
Yeah.
very good to say, like, when you win, you lose. At the end of the day, you know, we can do mope around and cry.
Hell no.
Get back up, dust yourself off, and get back in there, man.
Jesus, who doesn't need this? This comes out on Monday morning, so who doesn't need inspiration like that on a Monday? On a Monday
Totally.
morning.
Yeah.
That's it.
Totally.
That's it, bro. Seriously. Like, what am I going to do? Sit at home and just be like, oh, don't talk to me. You know, I know at the end of the day, like, it wasn't like I got beat up. We had a fight. Someone had to win. He caught me. That's pretty much what happened. I feel like if he didn't catch me, I won that fight, I feel.
I had it. I had 1-1 and you winning in the third one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had that.
Said, some people had it as that. Some people say they had it as me 2 rounds up, you know.
Yeah.
But I felt like I had a good pace. You know, I mean, he couldn't keep me down.
He could not
I took
keep you
him
down. Yeah. Nope.
You know, I feel like it was a fight, and I'm happy in my performance. Obviously, didn't get the win, but you know, I'll just go back to the gym. I'll go back 5th of June.
Also,
I'll go back.
So
you got a
you're
little bit of time at home.
On to the next, basically, should I say?
So do you have an
On to the
idea?
next one.
So you have an idea of who you want to fight next, or?
I'm not bothered. Whoever they got for me. Okay. I want to fight heavyweight as well. So I'm going to say to our manager, heavyweight, light heavyweight. Tell me who you got, and let's do it.
Dude, I was gonna say you are a huge man. I didn't notice it until you walked in the cage. I was like, holy shit! He looks like he cut down just to get to that size. What was your weight cut like? What do you walk around at? I did not expect you.
That day, the day of the fight, I was 233 with clothes on.
Damn. Already, I mean that's what's heavyweight? 235 minimum. So you can easily.
Yeah, so no, 265 heavyweight.
265 max, right?
That's the max.
I saw on your Twitter that you put you mentioned something about salt. You're like, I forgot how good salt tastes. Was that that had something to do with your weight cutting?
Well, what I do, I just cut my salt out, obviously, so I don't add any salt.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I don't add any extra salt onto my food when I'm cutting the weight. Otherwise, you know, your body holds onto the water.
Right.
But yeah, like when I cut weight, and then I rehydrate back up and carb back up, potatoes, rice, chicken, I put that salt all over it, and like it tastes like heaven. Should I say? It tastes so good. Seriously, it's like I think I was more in love with eating the salt than I was eating the carbs.
So, what was the first meal that you had after the fight?
What happened? Like, because it was like a flash. I swear down, I didn't see that kick coming. Like, it was a quick kick. So hats off to Phil. You know, he threw it leg up quick. It caught me. Next thing I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, he caught me. You know. Yeah, obviously, yeah. It was. I'm gutted. Not obviously because I'm in good spirits. It doesn't mean, you know, I don't care that I lost. I'm pissed that I lost, but I say at the end of the day, I just got to get on with it. You can't mope about what happened. You got to move forward and go for what's next.
I'd like to see.
My road isn't straight. My road goes left, right, up, down, and that's the road I've got.
I'd like to see a rematch of that fight. I'd also like to see.
I said that. Hey, that's the first thing I said to him.
I'd also. I mean,
that would. You know, there's a rematch, right?
There has to be.
There
has to be. There has to be because, and if we're speaking about rematch, I'd like to see one with Liam McNary as well.
Yes,
I'd like.
That's right.
Pulled me out a number of times for rematch. I'm happy for that as well. Mo rematch also. So
anybody,
any of them three, if they want to step up, let's do it.
Anybody in the heavyweight? Because you mentioned you were thinking about going up to the heavyweight division. Anybody you got your eyes up?
Hey, I'm not fussed. I'm saying I'm here to fight the best. So whoever wants to step up again, I'm willing to do it.
Did they talk to you about the heavyweight tournament? The one that's
they
going
did,
in? Yeah.
But that was between me and Brian.
Okay. Oh, no way. Okay.
It was pretty much the winner was going in. That's the last thing I heard about it.
Gotcha. Yeah. It was so crazy. I mean, you talk about that kick. Like, Phil is a wrestler. I don't think anybody saw that coming. Like, this was that classic, like, wrestler versus striker. And he just didn't have any answer for you on the ground. I was like, wait, holy shit, who's the wrestler here? Like, what the hell is going on? But I mean,
I felt like I sort of had to sort of do it. Just like, let me see if I can take him down.
Right. Quickly.
It looked too easy for someone who's as dedicated and who's as a seasoned wrestler as Phil Davis is. It looked too easy.
Yeah, and I say he tried taking me down. Okay, he got me there, but I've got straight back up.
Right.
Back in the box.
Yep.
So before
I do felt like I rushed it a little bit when I took him down. When I watched it back, I felt like I rushed it a little bit, but hey, you're gonna criticize regardless.
How many times have you watched it? Do you break it down like immediately twice? Yeah. Do you
twice? And again, I wouldn't have changed anything.
Right.
Apart, that's probably the thing I would have changed. I think.
You usually do that with all your fights. You usually watch them back a couple times just to see what you can improve on, or
at least watch. If I win, I watch it over and over.
Exactly.
It's like I lose. Let me see how I'm.
You just play it in the background while you're like.
See how I whoop that ass real quick.
But yeah, when I lose, usually a couple of times,
Sure.
just to see what's up.
What I did and what I didn't.
Now
that's it.
Going into that fight with Phil Davis, as Wes mentioned, he's a wrestler. So did you go into that fight thinking that you were gonna wrestle him, or did you think it was gonna go down to the floor?
So for us was obviously to stop him wrestling. So it wasn't. We wasn't playing into his game. Because everyone knows Phil likes to wrestle, take you down, and hold you there. So pretty much it was stop his wrestling. So he's not comfortable.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Stop his wrestling, so he's not comfortable. And just put the pressure on.
He looked very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So I mean, he looked very uncomfortable in that fight up until the third round. I want to switch gears right now to a fellow countryman right now, Michael Venom Page. Did you see that fight?
No, I had to go to the hospital because my legs were swollen, man. Like my ankle's still swollen now as we speak. And my right leg, the doctors thought I'd broken my tibia.
Oh shit!
Hey, can we see it?
Yeah.
Can we?
Luckily, no. It's not. It's just really swollen. So they took me to the A&E to get checked up, and they did X-ray and said I'm fine. But both legs are still swollen.
Can we see?
From the fight. Sorry.
Can we see it?
Can you see it? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look how bad this is. Hey, just for you kids out there, the fight game's real. It's not.
It's not a joke.
It's not all fun and games.
I'm going to show you my leg first. This is my leg. Wait 1 second. Let's see if you can see the two difference.
Oh shit, dude!
So this is the swollen leg.
Right.
Yeah.
The ankle. See the no ankles.
Oh, dude!
There's not. Where's that? There's not. You can't see that little ball that's normally there. You know.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Are you walking
Hey,
on that, or
you got cankles right now, son.
I have.
hey, are you walking on that, or do you? Oh, yeah, I see. You
I
have
see the thing behind you.
You have like
there
a
you
crutch
go.
thing, right?
Crutch.
You have crutches right now.
What?
Are you walking on crutches right now?
No, well, I've got them just in case. Like,
Oh.
you know, obviously after the fight, I got them because obviously I couldn't walk. I don't know if they showed you that I had to get carried out the cage.
No, they don't show that.
They don't
shit.
show. They don't show that on both.
Because my leg was so swollen, I was limping.
Oh,
And then they carried me out, and they took me to the A&E. They didn't give me no tablets straight away,
Oh,
no
shit.
medication. So you can imagine the adrenaline had run off.
Hey,
Was wearing off, should I say? And yeah, I couldn't walk, to be honest, because the pressure. So I got some crutches, but I don't need them.
so when
I could use it if I wanted, but I haven't been using them. So
when do you head? You're still in England right now, right?
yes.
When do you head back home?
On
Well, you're
during
second
the-
home.
Sitting at
He's like, I'm
You get to
sitting at
sit
home.
at home right now, which is a pretty
Yeah,
cool
sitting
thing.
at home. I'm in the UK, man. This
Yeah.
is my mum's house.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Dude,
Hey, speaking
my mum-
speaking of
I'm
that,
just here.
speaking of being at
Seeing
home,
friends, spending some time with the family,
nice.
and then head back on the 5th.
Linton, like you're talking to three of your biggest fans right now. What has your fan base been like with this? Have they just been like the most supportive group? Have you heard a lot of feedback and just
we look at the comments.
Obviously, the funny thing is, everyone becomes a fighter.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
And they were telling me, you know, nice, good, positive messages. This, do that. But you know, but yeah, loads of good luck, good or get well messages.
Right.
Saying great fight. You know, you done England proud, represent. Yeah. So you know, obviously, loads of love from everyone. So you know, they really do show the love.
Can you walk around and like, are you noticed in your hometown when you walk around? It's one of those things where you're taking selfies, the grocery store, coffee shop, or tea shop.
that does happen, yeah.
Because I know there's a big.
Yeah, I wouldn't say like everywhere I go, but I say I was born here, and obviously this is where I started. So yeah, I do get stopped, and people do ask for pictures and stuff. So
That's awesome.
It's a nice feeling, you know,
Yeah.
to know that one, my hard work's paying off, and two, people are behind me.
How could we not? How can we not? This is the big. This is the. You are an absolute gentleman, sir. Even in defeat, you're humble as f. We look forward to seeing fights in the future. We want to. We want to see the. God, I do this.
What is this?
I don't know. I don't know.
There's the swarm.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's the ultimate villain. Comic book villain.
You ever used to watch WWE, WWF?
Yeah.
Remember Coco Beware? He used to do that.
Oh, Coco Beware, yeah.
That's true.
That's probably where you got
Do
it
we
from.
have, I know we probably asked you, do we have the answer to where the origination of the nickname Swarm came from?
I'm not sure if I told you, but it was actually from one of my first sponsors. He asked if I had a name. I said no, and then he came back and said, "I've seen your fights, and it looks like you're like a swarm of bees." So he started calling me it, and then
It's stuck. It's stuck.
After a while, after I was like, the swarm and the swarm. Then I was like, let's roll with it.
Hey, it could be worse. It could be Mighty Mouse or Wonder Boy.
Yeah, your name's
I called Mighty Mouse. I live in good.
yeah, that'd be one of those ironic things where you call like a huge guy tiny.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
Little swarm or something.
Right.
Just the swarm is best.
Well, Linton, Vassell, thank you as always for doing our interview, man. We absolutely love watching your fights.
Here, mate.
Man, thank you so much.
Yeah,
we look forward to
seriously.
watching your next fights. Anything to plug while you're on?
Yes, again, everyone, you can follow me on Twitter. Also, you can follow me on IG, LDV_the Swarm.
Hell,
That is
and
awesome.
ladies also. I think he's single. So slide up. So slide
Get in
up
those DMs.
Slide up in
Don't
those
be
DMs.
bringing those girls back to your mom's house.
Hey, I'm telling you, any booty you get because of that, I want 10% of. Just to let you know.
We're gonna get their butt cheek.
Yes, actually, yes.
That sounds like a deal.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Swole.
Thank you, bro. Seriously.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. Always a pleasure.
Jesus Christ, can that person get any nicer?
I don't think so.
What is this
Sweet
a
man.
Sunday? Sundays of sweet people?
Serious?
Yeah, for real. Just back
Monday
to back
People Sundays.
sweet.
Technically, sweet people Sundays.
If they had a baby, it'd be the sweetest baby ever.
No,
Yeah.
I think it would be a serial killer.
It'd
I think they'd be
definitely
like,
be one of the
why?
best
Just
MMA players in
Yeah,
the world.
right,
yeah.
Why is our son killing all the neighbors' cats with triangle chokes?
So much.
Linton.
He's just hugging it.
just hugging
very
it really,
tightly.
really tight. Little baby's like, no,
Oh,
I'm not. It's called a triangle choke, bitch. Oh shit, guys! Thank you guys so much for doing the show. Linton Vassell, a straight fucking gentleman,
Great.
man. Thank you so much for doing the show. We can't wait to see you get back in there, bud. One thing that we were talking about. Okay, so for our YouTube viewers, you guys can see what I'm doing right now. But for the people that are listening to the podcast, I'm spinning my finger almost like a
Like a wrap it up?
like a
Like
wrap
wrap
it
it
up,
up?
like
Wrap
wrap
it
it up.
Mhm.
So
Like a lasso.
you guys can leave this in our comments. But if I'm swinging my finger like this at a bar, does this mean another round? Or does this mean let's go?
That means another round.
Another round.
Another round.
does.
And we
It
already
does?
experienced this
say
twice.
bar to me. You didn't say bar to me.
Okay,
You
so
said
this
restaurant.
means
If you're at a table, if you're sitting at a table
Yeah.
and you see the waiter and you go like it's usually like this, like check.
Yeah.
But you can go like that, and they're probably gonna think,
he's gonna
it's
get
time
This
to
is
go.
a universal. Like
That's the universe.
That's the universe.
Yeah.
But
But
doing-
if you're at a bar and you do this,
You're getting
that's
more
another
drinks.
round.
This
Yeah.
almost happened
Yeah.
again today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
that's
It happened.
true.
I mean, it literally happened at the whole reason we're having this conversation.
Wes was our
Whole letter out of what
bartender,
you just ordered.
and I
We
I
we
think
sometimes
Tuesday
meet
night-
at my bar, yeah, to talk about the show if we can. You guys had what, 2 drinks?
Uh-huh.
We
Yeah.
were done.
We
And
were
then Bruce
done.
goes, what? And just
So
the
he's spinning-
universe.
so
is
we're
up.
waiting. his-
We're
yeah, spinning
waiting,
his finger.
and then all of a sudden, Wes
I
comes with
dropped
more
down
drinks.
2 more drinks,
and we're like,
they're
wait,
looking
what?
at me like I'm crazy.
I'm like, Wes, why did you give us more drinks when I said let's go? He's
No,
like, you did
said
this.
You fucked up.
You
Yeah, for another round.
You did this thing, and I'm like, oh god.
He
damn,
was
I
in
guess
the
you're
right. You were in the right.
Yeah, you're probably
but
right.
anywhere else, that means let's wrap
Again,
it up.
this happened
Yeah,
today.
Let's go.
No, let's go. Let's go. But
Okay,
like
so
right
if I
now,
was at a
Wrap it up.
table, okay, let's say if I was at a table,
It-
if I was sitting
you're
at a
at a table,
table,
yeah, on a table.
I know,
this.
but let's say I did do this.
That seems not even the right
something out.
thing.
Yeah, you're
the
probably
right.
right.
rest-
It's
gesture.
confusing. It would be confusing
Be
for
like
the
this.
Because
server.
if I'm sitting at a
Yeah,
table,
like-
I do.
Yeah,
do
you do this. You do
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for the extra drinks, man.
You asked for them.
Right. Yeah.
Sweet. We sat there and drank them. We're like, all right, well,
Then
fuck
why
it,
not?
let's
Oh,
drink
Yeah.
'em. We had 2 really good guests on today. Thank you to the wonderful Tatiana Suarez and the always a gentleman, Linton Vassell. Guys, thank you so much for doing the show. We are the Donkey Show Podcast.
Subscribe.
Subscribe
Subscribe.
Listen.
Follow us.
Follow
to us on
Yeah.
on iTunes and
We're
listen
fun
to
to
us on YouTube and
Have
All
a
that
great
stuff.
Memorial Day
enjoy
weekend.
your Memorial Day weekend if you're not working. If you're working,
That sucks for you.
Then
sucks
get
for
too
you.
drunk. Get
Yeah.
too drunk
Yeah.
at work.
Yeah.
It's
No,
the one
don't
day.
listen- don't
The
listen.
one day
Get
we're
drunk
no,
at
no.
work.
Yeah.
No, no.
Yeah, you should follow us.
All right.
Advice.
Well, I mean, if you're a
Just
UPS
cut the
driver,
mic.
get drunk.
Just cut
Get
it.
drunk. But
Cut Wes's mic.
Postal service, just get
All right,
hammered.
and we're done. And we're done.